Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go to Raila Amora Odinga's Twitter handle and read for yourself what I would call a chilling tweet. What I would call a tweet that is scaring. A tweet that I would hesitate to analyze in this channel. A tweet that would bring this nation down. A tweet that would send the ICC to Kenya. A tweet that is scaring. It is so scaring. Read it for yourself and see what he is saying about what happened in Karen resident, in a top government official's resident, a very senior government official resident, and what they are planning to do during the demonstrations. And when you read this tweet, you see the relationship between what the Communication Authority of Kenya wrote to all the media houses, warning them against live coverage of demonstrations, of violence, of the confrontation between the police na wananchi. The Communication Authority, which is headed by Ezra Chiroba, is rattled by what the 7 media houses, they were named there: Citizen, NTV, KBC, K24, all of them were named there, they were listed. And the Communication Authority, if you read that letter by Ezra Chiroba, threatened to withdraw the licenses of the 7 media houses if they continue covering live coverage of the demonstrators. When you read that letter and you read Raila Amolo Odinga's tweet, I want you to make your own conclusions. Kindly read Raila Amolo Odinga's tweet and read the letter by the Communication Authority. But here, I want us to look at the reason that could have forced the CAK, Communication Authority of Kenya, to warn the media houses against live coverage. So if you're joining this channel for the first time, take that 1 second, like this video, and for those of you who have not subscribed, hit the red button. For those of you who support this channel, I'm very, very grateful. Continue supporting us. The first reason is because there is a feeling that truth should be hidden. No, truth hurts. Facts sometimes hurt. And for those supplying this channel, the only thing that works is the truth. There's nothing you can do to change the truth. There's nothing you can do to change facts. Facts are very different from opinions. So what you can say is that the government is uncomfortable and does not want people to see what is exactly happening. Hawataki polisi waonekane wakifanya vitendo ambavyo walikuwa wakifanya pale. Wataki kwa mfano kama ni kule Kisumu, tunajua kuna yule mwanafunzi ambaye alipigwa risasi. This one, if you ask me, is something that could have been captured by the media houses. The media could have captured this. Na wale watu ambao walipiga risasi, yule polisi ambaye alipiga yule mwanafunzi risasi, anaweza akaonekana na akatiwa baroni, na he could be put on the docket very easily. Kwa hivyo, that is the major reason why I believe that the Communication Authority of Kenya does not want the media houses to stream live what is happening. Again, it is also good to remember that this is a government agency. And as a government agency, it must defend the government at all costs. And kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba taasisi za serikali zinajitolea kuitetea serikali when they see that the government is cornered. Taasisi kama hizi zinajaribu kuficha ukweli, zinajaribu kuitetea serikali kwa sababu they feel that it is their responsibility to defend the government. Again, when you look at it on another angle, you see what we call state capture, what William Samoei Ruto and his UDA brigade during the campaign, what they would call the state capture. So the Communication Authority of Kenya is acting at the behest of the executive. It is acting to please the masters. It is acting to please the powers that be. That is why they are behaving like this. Again, what Raila talked about that night meeting could be the truth. Tell me, why would live coverage be discouraged? And this is what is happening. Yes, there are some laws that prohibit covering violence directly. But we have seen some media houses in war zone wakionyesha vile mambo yanavyoendelea pale. Though I don't advocate that mambo mengine yaonyeshwe hususan kwa sababu ya watoto na watu wengine ambao wanaweza wakaathirika sana. Sometimes it is also important to start with the truth and the fact. Because when you see Raila Amolo Odinga tweeting like this, and then you see what the Communication Authority is saying, then you see some truth in what Raila is saying. Kwa sababu kuna kitu ambacho labda the Communication Authority of Kenya wanataka kifichwe. And now because the government is controlling the Communication Authority of Kenya, and now because what Raila is talking about, these people who are planning this are people who are in government, then I believe there could be a correlation between these two incidents or these two facts. Again, there is the fear that the media could be inciting the public. Unajua watu wakiona vile ambavyo kunaendelea, wanakuwa na motisha, wanakuwa na ari, wanakuwa na motisha kujitokeza na kuendelea kupambana. Mapambano yanapaba kabisa. Na in the process, the government is cornered. The fact that the media was able to air live what was happening, everybody could follow what was happening in the country, including the people who are in the diaspora. Watu waliweza kufuatilia matukio haya. Si jambo ambalo serikali ingependelea. Kwa sababu wakati ambapo watu wanaona kwamba kwa mfano kuna mbinu za kukabiliana na vitoa machozi, even the water cannons, there are ways of dealing with this. When people realize that no much harm can be caused by the water cannon, and people can actually stand as they are sprayed with water, it gives them strength to continue. It gives them more determination, and the government would be very, very uncomfortable with this kind of situation because it will create a resistance against the government. The other reason, in my view, why the Communication Authority wrote this letter to the media houses is because they feel that unless the media is muzzled, because there could be an effort of muzzling the media houses and gagging the media houses, like it used to happen during Moi's era. Kwamba hatukuwa na the freedom, the media freedom that we're enjoying, the press freedom that we're enjoying would not be there. Lakini kitu kimoja najua ni kwamba kuna mambo mengine ambayo ni vigumu sana kupigana nayo. Like now, I've not seen anybody who has fought with the media and won the battle. The most important thing is to cooperate with the media and negotiate with them and maybe come up with the way how things are going to be covered, how things are going to be reported, how things are going to be moderated because of maybe children and other people who could be affected by what is happening directly. For kile ambacho tunaona ni kwamba there is an effort to gag the media because what we have seen the current administration very, very uncomfortable with the truth, very, very uncomfortable with the facts, very, very uncomfortable with being exposed to what is happening. Again, there is the fear of the ICC. Data could be collected. Somebody could be documenting what is happening. The videos, the pictures can easily be documented and taken as evidence to the ICC. For instance, the police commanders can easily be prosecuted in ICC of crimes against humanity, of mass eviction of people. For instance, in case watu wawe kwa wigi, basi kuna uwezekano kukawa na kwamba the greatest responsibility could be laid on the shoulder of the security head, and yule mtu ambaye anahusika hapa ni the Inspector General. Remember Hussein, is it Hussein Muhammad, or what is the name of this Inspector General who was taken to the ICC, and yeye alijipata tu wakiwa pale, although he was set free. I think Kenya has learned the lesson. So there is this fear that documentation of this virus could lead some people to the ICC, which would change maybe their career once and for all. Again, there is also the issue of maybe panicking. The government could have panicked because of the way it is being exposed. Remember, when you look at the demonstrations, the Mali demonstrations clearly showed that Raila is a strategist. The Mali demonstrations were able to reveal that Raila Amolo Odinga is a very courageous person, is somebody who is so much determined, is somebody who actually even outwitted the security agencies, confronted the security agencies without fear, and he was able to move from one estate to the other, and moved and bought in Madakarua and the likes. So this one sent panic to the government, because I believe even the government, even the people are not expecting this. For those of us who are watching, and those of us who are recording and analyzing all the issues, even us, we are not expecting that this is how the event would turn out, because the government came out with eggs on its face, and the leader of the opposition came out as somebody who is a mobilizer, somebody who is so much determined, somebody who cannot even retreat, somebody who is not even ready to surrender, and many people associated themselves with him. Unajua, ukiangalia utaona kwamba usually people will always try to identify themselves with the underdog. The fact that all the security agents were focused and were against Raila Amolo Odinga meeting, people started sympathizing with him. And this is something that would not be comfortable with the government. Again, there could be this idea of fearing the media. Media is feared all over the world. When I look at the situation, I believe the media is very influential. And I think the most trusted organization is the media. Kwa sababu unapoangalia utaona kwamba vyombo vya habari vinaeneza ujumbe ambao unaaminika sana. And now when you look at the police, they are the most untrusted. The most trusted institution is the police in Kenya. So that is why people will always trust the media. And that is why the government is fearing. This is why the government is panicking. So Ezra Chiroba is trying to defend the government. And again, I would like you to read Raila Amolo Odinga's tweet, and maybe you can write what you think here. I want you to read for yourself so that you can make your own conclusions. Whether what he has written is a fact, only time will tell. But what we know is that Raila is always right. Raila has said things that have come to happen, and they have come to pass, and he is always vindicated. Remember to like this video. Remember to subscribe if you have not, and may you have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.